Now, the new generation of Americans, they really don't know the history, the long war between capitalism, or let's say the United States, the West, against communism, and the real danger of such model.
Welcome back. As the noise settles and reality sets in, our next guest has a warning for New York and the country about Zohran Mamdani. He calls Mamdani a Trojan horse for the Red-Green Alliance. We first introduced you to this alliance months ago on this show. It's two groups you'd think have very different philosophies, but they're united in their distaste for the West. The red is Marxism. The green is Islamism. The Middle East Forum describes it as, quote, an alliance of convenience between leftists, including progressive, socialist, and communist on the one hand, and on the other hand, Islamists, Muslims who actively pursue the political goals of Islam, such as Islamic supremacism, and the punishment of those non-compliant with Islam. They went on to say, what commonalities bring these two disparate collectives together? Both leftists and Islamists hate Western countries and Western civilization, especially the United States of America. Joining me now, the son of the founding Hamas leader, Masab Hassan Yousef. Masab, thank you for being with us here today. First, let's just start with this. With your background and your knowledge, the Red-Green Alliance, it doesn't make any sense. How could a socialist furry marching down the streets of New York have something in common with, perhaps, Hamas? So how does it work? Is it real?
Actually, they are opposing forces, and the reality is that we have been invaded. Today, we don't need Trojan horses to invade or to infiltrate our borders. We have been invaded through the internet. The communist countries, North Korea, China, Russia, they have been working around the clock to flood our internet, our social media with their propaganda. So they paved the way. They created the climate for somebody like Mamdani to come and represent their ideologies. On the other hand, also we have Qatar, we have Arab oil countries, we have Pakistan, we have other Muslim countries that basically posing as white people, as Americans, and they have been spreading Islamic indoctrination through the Muslim Brotherhood, through other platforms. Now, the average American really does not understand the green and red danger. This is the job of the CIA, of the FBI, intelligence services. They understand this danger. Now, the new generation of Americans, they really don't know the history, the long war between capitalism, or let's say the United States, the West, against communism, and the real danger of such a model. Now, these two models, the Islamic and communist models, they're anti-American at their core. And they want to push America in the backseat. And they want to change the world order. This is what they are aiming to do. Now, the new generation of Americans don't see this bigger picture. They think that every other country is just like the American model, that people demonstrate their freedoms. They don't see that these two models are failing models. And at best, what they can offer is a tyranny, a dictatorship, a totalitarian system. They can never succeed in representing a transparent democracy. And to import such ideologies to the United States means...
So I just want to ask you this really quickly. I see that the two sides have a common cause in destruction of the West, Western civilization, the United States of America, even if they do have very different visions of what rises up from the ashes. But while you said a Trojan horse isn't necessary today, you still have described Zohran Mamdani as a Trojan horse. Explain.
Yes, well, basically, had he not used the Muslim and the socialist cards, I would have not mind. If he represented himself as an American first and as an American last, I wouldn't mind. But the thing is that he is using such dangerous ideologies that contradicts with the spirit of New York, posing as the savior of the city. Well, the city is perfect the way it is. It's a perfect city. It's the most advanced city in the world. Okay, every city has its own problems, but this is the jewel of the Western civilization, and there is nothing like it. So he's coming to pose as a Muslim who wants to save the West. From what? From what? This is his hypocrisy. If he really cares for his people, why doesn't he go and build the Muslim countries, you know, where it's failing, where there is barbarism, where there is nothing close to New York City or to the United States. But he's coming to something that's completely developed, and he's posing that he's going to integrate it into something greater.
I'll tell you, Masab, I would love to ask this question. I would encourage you, if you ever have the opportunity to interact with Zohran Mamdani, and I would invite him onto this program at any point. I would love to ask him exactly what you present. What is his vision? What is his model? Where is the society that he envisions having been implemented on this earth that he would like to bring to New York City? And I'd have that a very open, curious question for Zohran Mamdani. In the meantime, for much of what we've talked about, if you're curious, Masab has written a new book. It's called From Hamas to America. I encourage you to check that out. And I appreciate the time that we had. I think we deserves a lot more time, and I hope to see you in the future.
Thank you very much.
This conversation makes one thing obvious. Masab Yousef is not mincing words. And whether you agree with him or not, his warning is sharp, direct, and grounded in first-hand experience that most Western commentators don't have. If you want more breakdowns like this, hit subscribe, drop a comment below, and let's keep exposing what's really shaping American politics today.